Hi everybody. I'm finally here. It's been a nightmare with the software today, but I'm just in time. It's the beginning of our uh, tournament. I have unfortunately already lost the first game because I wasn't there. But anyway, I'm gonna hopefully get another opponent. It's not. Oh, wait, let me join. It's not the start I was looking forward. I had like 10 minutes to spare and I hoped to everything would work great, but as always, technology not great. So let me just update this so you see what I see. Hopefully I'm gonna get a new opponent soon. Okay, not ready yet. So yeah, I hope we are gonna have a great stream today despite all of the difficulties. So the tournament has already started. For some reason, I don't get a new opponent. How are you doing? I'm so excited for today because we have finally achieved 20,000 subscribers, which feels absolutely incredible and amazing. Thank you all for your support, for being with me on this journey, for being on your chess journey towards your goals. I still don't get an opponent. Apparently everybody is playing and then there is no opponent for me and I have to wait for everyone to finish their games. Okay, so meanwhile, do you have any comments, any questions? Love your content. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a little bit stressful today, but I hope it's going to be great. Yes, I finally have an opponent here. I'm playing against CDM Silvino. Okay, but what I need to do now is to change my screen. Also not perfect. It was great last time. Try another one. One is one. Oh my god, it's way too complicated. But I hope I can fix it very fast. All right, now I have a chessboard. And also need to see me. That's another tough challenge. Yes, now it should be perfect. Okay, I still have 2 minutes, which is more than enough to play a normal game of chess. I'm 19 and 1200 rated. If I work hard, can I ever get a new title? Yeah, of course. I mean, you are 19 and not 91. So you have plenty of chances to get titles, ratings, whatever your goal is. Well, World Chess Champion would be too tough, probably. But yeah, I personally believe that absolutely every single person can get to 2000 ELO in chess. It just depends on how much time you have to dedicate to chess, how hardworking you are, and you are saying here that you work hard, at least you're planning to, then absolutely it's possible. Whether it's going to happen sooner or later, it's yeah, it depends on whether you have a chess coach to guide you along the way. It of course would make it faster. B7 is hanging, right? Can't I take it? I mean, I created a double thread, so it was difficult for you to defend both. Okay, let me add. No, not the right one. Apparently, okay, whatever. Let's play this game. I guess d5 is hanging. Maybe you have prepared some tricks like bishop before, but I think I have a lot of activity here. So first of all, I really hope that you can see me, hear me clearly, because everything that could have gone wrong goes wrong today. Nevertheless, I'm trying my best to make it work. So how can I play with you? Yes, that's the most important thing. You have the link in the description of the stream. It leads to the Lichess tournament where you can just go into it and hopefully you can still join even though it's already coming, but it has just started. I assume you can still join. I never know that. And then, yeah, you play in a tournament, and yeah, I guess we have a lot of time. Pretty much everybody has a chance to play with me, and I hope everybody will be able to play. So that is how you do it. The link is in the description. Okay, I guess I have to finish my development here. E3 feels very solid because I just have a stable pawn structure. Let me Gates. Yeah, everything is great. Gates, dear. Hi, I am that who tell you you will reach 1 million subs soon. Do you remember me? Of course, I remember you. I'm a chess player. I have a pretty good memory. But I have only 40 seconds here. Let me play bishop e2. Please make a video on middle games. Yes, I do. I make a lot of videos about middle games one way or another. It's just not every time in the title or in the thumbnail, but that shouldn't be a problem because if you go inside of the video, if you watch, if you listen to the ideas, it's in most of the cases about the middle games because I show some of my games and how you operate those tough challenges in the middle games. And so, yeah, it's just about that. But maybe sometime soon, another video with a middle game word in the title is coming too. We will see. Hey man, you're a supper. Thank you very much. I want to earn a title before I die. Yeah, I mean, you're 19 years old. You have the whole life ahead of you. You're very young. Yeah, you have everything that it takes. It's just about time that normally, like when you're 19 years old, there are some stuff you are doing in your life, like you go to university or you start working, and then it's more difficult for you to dedicate so much time to chess as you are able when you're 10 years old. And that is why for most of the people, your chess growth is slowing down. Yet, if you still have a little bit of time, like I don't know, an hour a day, it's definitely possible to get really good at chess. I mean, I'm not talking about becoming a grandmaster because I'm dedicating all of the free time I have nowadays. By the way, I unfortunately don't have that much, but I do my best to like prepare, and it's still incredibly tough because you have so many difficult, strong players to beat. You have to go to tournaments, get those norms, get ratings, deal with your nerves. It's all very tough. But to become any title, that was your goal. It's absolutely more than possible. You just have to, first of all, never give up. And secondly, stay consistent, working, playing tournaments, analyze your games, solving those puzzles as often as possible, and you're going to be good to go. I have one competition ahead in 10 days. I have to be careful here. I have only 13 seconds. Yet, could you please give only one advice, the best advice which I should consider before making a move? It will be 10 minutes rapid game. Yeah, for the rapid, it's of course a little bit different because you don't have that much time to dive deep into the position. I might blunder here something. Not yet, thank God everything is protected, but I should have just played King H1, do some prophylaxis. That's what you should do in the best case scenario in every single one of your games. You want to, every single time your opponent makes a move, you want to understand what is the idea behind that move. And every single time you are about to make a move, you need to think what could be the opponent's response. That would be the golden principle that you should follow. And hopefully next week a video will be coming where I'm gonna dive deep into this principle and how exactly you apply it in your own games, because of course it's tough and chess is a very complicated game. But if you do that, it's gonna help you to stop, first of all, 99% of your blunders, because like every time you're about to make a move, for example, you want to move your queen here on d1, you make sure this piece cannot be taken. That's the simplest one. And then you add some complexity to it, like you see what kind of threats in general your opponent can create, and what kind of, like, if he can create a threat, that does not necessarily mean that the move is bad for you. You just need to calculate the variations and see what's going on. For example, here, my opponent made a move. I immediately thought what kind of a threat he has created. He has attacked my rook, so I need to do something about that. I'm asking myself whether it's dangerous for me. And if the answer is yes, of course, I don't want to lose what's going on here. Oh, now I blundered my rook. Yeah, exactly that. Of course, that can happen with a few seconds on the clock, but the point is, before you make your move, this move queen g5 I made here, you have to think what the opponent can do. Does he have any checks? Can he capture something, or can he create any threats? And if you check that, then of course the chance is very good that you're not gonna blunder it, like I did here. Okay, I finally won this game. It was pretty tough, especially since I didn't have a lot of time. Let me add this thing. Oh, the wrong thing. I'm kind of a logo, but I'm not sure which one it should be. That is tough. Okay. Let's go to some old days. 1.5 years ago it was like that. Let it be that way today. Oops. I missed all of the time. I'm sorry. I somehow thought that I have 3 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I have to focus on the tournament. Forget about everything else. I hope we are gonna play again in this tournament. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask it in the chat. Now everything is hopefully working with the stream. Yeah, I understand you. What you see right now is weird here till I get a new game. But once I get a game, then it should all work out. And yeah, please get a new pair in. I like normally these arena tournaments that you get your opponent pretty fast, but sometimes you're stuck and like you don't have a tournament an opponent to play with. Meanwhile, feel free to ask your questions. That's a perfect opportunity for me to answer it. Okay, I have got an opponent here. Let me play c5. I wanted to take a Berserk. I have forgotten about it. The bad thing about the tournament is like you lose this rating miserably. That's the reason when I started to play these tournaments, I had like 25, 2600, whatever my normal rating should be. But then I lose it every time because first of all, you guys are playing strong. And secondly, when something like that is happening and I'm not in time to start my game, then I lose automatically. And yeah, lose those rating points. But I don't really care that much because it's not a real rating, so it's not that significant. How to join this arena? You have the link in the description. Always and always, if you are on YouTube, you are watching any videos, and there is some important information, 100% it's going to be in the description. So please go into the description. There will be a link towards the Lichess tournament. You can just join the tournament and then you're here. Hopefully you can still join it. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I have done my development. That's always a very good advice for you. Like, don't invent the bicycle. First, you develop a bunch of your pieces, as many as you can. A castle, make sure your king is safe, and then you're ready to like go all in into the attack, create some threats for your opponent, like I am doing here. I like both knight takes and pawn takes. Pawn takes is opening up this e file, which might be dangerous. On the other hand, knight takes is attacking those bishop and knight, but I'm just not sure how to continue. I like pawn takes more because whenever your opponent is still in the center and you have already castled, you really want to open up the center as fast as possible to create as many threats for him as possible. Yes, any more questions? Please feel free to ask your questions in the comments. Whatever you always wanted to know about chess improvement, about yeah, whatever it is, feel free to do it. And I play d4 would be a very nice trap. Like he can take, and it seems like I can take back because I have a pin. Oops. But in fact, he has this child trap where he can take bishop takes h7 and win my queen. So try to never allow your opponent to do that. What can I play? I can play queen e7, obviously, but he can just play king f2 and then rook is coming, and it's not like I'm achieving much. In queen b6, the same idea, just just king f2, but maybe I have c5 and d4, but then again I might run into the same trap. Maybe I do play d5, and when he takes, I don't take it back, but I have knight d5, and then how do you save the bishop? You can play bishop e4, but I can takes, and f5. I understand that was too tough for you, but let me show how it actually works, and then you're gonna understand it more. But the point is the same. I feel I have this momentum. If I allow my opponent one move, just one move, he's gonna castle, and then he doesn't have any problems. He has a pair of bishops, pretty normal position. So I have to use my momentum. Right now, I have to create a threat against him every single move, so that he doesn't have that crucial time to castle and save himself. That is how you take advantage. Because I don't have any material advantage. When you have material advantage, you don't necessarily need to be in a hurry. You can just, I don't know, exchange some pieces and you're good to go. But if you have the initiative advantage, it's gone once your opponent has a few moves to stabilize the situation. So you have to be fast, you have to create dangerous threats, and that's exactly what I'm doing with this knight d4, knight d5 idea. How should I prepare for traps as well in 10 minutes rapid game? No, I mean, at least I'm not a big fan of preparing those traps because it's just, very, you're hoping for something to happen, for some trick, but it's not like you are improving your chess, and that is our long-term goal. It's not like we are hoping in this exact game to get this trap working and then we are happy to win. We actually want to, wow, that's unexpected. But I'm not sure it really helps you because I still play knight d5. Yes, you can give me a check, but that does not change anything. So I don't understand. Maybe he thought he cannot take because I take it back, and that's why he sacrificed the bishop. But in fact, he could have done that, but against knight d5, it still doesn't help. So my advice, if you have a few days before the tournament, the best thing, actually there are two best things you can do to prepare. First, you of course can take a look at your openings, just to make sure you don't get into trouble. You know your stuff, the openings that you want to play. If it's rapid, you don't need to prepare a lot of different openings. You can just, for example, as black, I play the Philidor defense, d6 against everything, against d4 as well. And then I don't need to prepare different openings. I just need to make sure that I know my lines and I'm good to go. And the second thing is you want to calculate, you want to solve some puzzles before the tournament just to like prepare your mind for it so that you don't blunder quickly in your tournaments. You see some tactics and that is very, very useful to just get yourself into the right mindset. Okay, I feel like I'm doing good in this game. I have a bunch of extra pieces and well, you want to use your extra pieces. They are there not just to enjoy, but actually to use them. So you want to still bring every single one of your pieces into the game. And in the best case scenario, you do it also while creating a threat. That is like a normal mistake when you don't think before making your move what your opponent can do. And that is what my opponent did here. I understand he is very low on time, but that's how you normally make sure you don't blunder. Before making your move, think what your opponent can do and always start with checks and captures. By the way, rook takes g2 wasn't the best move because now he attacks here. Of course, since I have like 27 extra pieces, it's not a problem for me. But yeah, normally you don't want to do that. Anyway, we have won a game, and I'm going a little bit. I'm not in a streak because I have lost 2 of those games because I never made my first move. But hopefully now we are gonna really start play. Let me see. Let me see if I have new questions. I am 1745. How could I become 2000 ELO in 3 months? Maybe not ELO, maybe online. Yeah, first of all, FIDE. Okay. Thank you for clarification. Exactly for that purpose, I have created a free 30-day training plan. I guess you can also find the link in the description to this stream. And there I have prepared 30 days plan where you can step by step improve every single aspect of your chess game. Yeah, we are gonna have a very strong opponent here, Wild Beast 2003, young talented player, I'm pretty sure. So let's play a game. And I have even lost to you. Okay, that's my chance to revenge because the last game we haven't played. I haven't made any single move. And we have the King's Indian defense, my favorite line here with b2, and you go e5. Yeah, okay, that is one of the most aggressive lines here. Let's see. So to finish my answer, you have a 30-day plan where you have the puzzles first. You really want to dive deep. Sometimes they're really complicated, and like this plan is perfect for your level to achieve the goal that you have. Of course, I don't guarantee you are gonna achieve 2000 in just 30 days, but this training plan will help you to get the right chess daily routine that you can continue always and always afterwards, and that would be tremendously helpful for your chess growth. So I sincerely recommend you do it. Can you give arena link? Yes, it should be in the description. Just go to the description of this. Yes, it's there. Lichess.org, the very first line of the description. All of the useful information is always in the description. Please go there and you can join the tournament. It's still just in the beginning phase. We have almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. By the way, welcome to everybody who is just joining the stream. We are celebrating 20,000 members in our amazing community today. Well, I dare to say the best chess community on YouTube. All thanks to you, because you are always engaging, supporting, and I'm incredibly thankful for all of you that you are here and that you really want to improve your chess. I understand like Journey to Grandmaster is not as entertaining as Gotham Chess YouTube channel, but we are like I'm doing my best to help you improve your chess, to learn something new. If that's your goal, then this is the perfect place. Of course, I'm still trying to make it entertaining, to engage somehow with you, and hopefully I am step by step improving in this aspect as well. Okay, we have a very fascinating position. Probably I should have played f4. I normally always play f4 so that my bishop is opened up here. Somehow I automatically played rook e1, which is also a good move, but just, yeah, it was important exactly for this reason, because I would be able to take with the bishop. Taking with the pawn is also fine. Maybe this bishop is gonna go this way and still would be a strong piece. Another idea could have been to play rook c1 instead of rook e1, so that my opponent does not even have an opportunity to take on d5, because then c7 is hanging. Anyway, right now, maybe I want to double the rooks along the e-file. Maybe I want to bring my bishop. I think I have a very promising position here. Let me open up the questions. Yes, d5 is hanging. So whenever your opponent makes a move, the golden principle, forget about all of your plans for a second, because I wanted to play rook e6. It feels very promising, like a few moves before the checkmate. But if I don't think about my opponent's opportunities, I'm gonna get into trouble, because he can just take on d5, creating a double threat, protecting this f6 pawn multiple times. So you can never allow yourself to do that. Instead, I can play f4, which finally opens up my bishop, and the pawn is protected. Grab some water. Hi Evgeny, greetings from Chile. I have just finished my job. I will check this video this weekend. Well, if you are here, you can still join the tournament. Just click the link in the description, the first link, and yeah, hopefully you can still join. Let me know in the comments, someone, if you can join still the tournament, or you could have only done it before the tournament. I hope you can still do it, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, now rook e6 feels to be really promising. If you take on d5, I can just take it back and protect my rook. Otherwise, I create a huge threat. And of course, I want to bring my last piece into the game, and it's best for my rooks to be on the e-file. Yes, you do have that move, but I feel like I'm very active here. I just bring my second rook. I want to take with the rook, because if I take with the pawn, yes, it's like a passer and it's strong, but you could just block it probably with a knight, and then I don't really see a good way to continue. But this way, I still create a lot of pressure. The knight can't go anywhere. Maybe for now it can, but then again, f6 is always hanging, so it's tough for my opponent to deal with the pressure. And I have a straightforward plan. I want to play g4, g5, and attack here on f6. The pawn is pinned. So yeah, he's still under pressure. And that's the best strategy if you want to be successful in chess, if you want to win as many games as possible. The best strategy is to create as much pressure on your opponent as possible. because that way it would be tough for him. I mean, if he plays a perfect game of chess, you're never gonna win, right? But if you create as many threats as possible, chances that he's gonna start making mistakes are much higher, and then you have your chances to win the game. Okay, yeah, maybe I should just take. Now my bishop is free to go, and I have a free tempo to play what I wanted to play, g4. Maybe I want to play f5 to just secure this rook again, or if I get a chance, I can play g5 as well. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that I don't have time for. But okay, let's play f5. This rook is very powerful. Anyways, if he takes, then this diagonal is going to be also weak, and I might get from this side. Yeah, exactly here. I mean, I'm protecting and at the same time create a threat. Okay, that feels like close, like I should have here something, but I don't see it concretely. Maybe just queen h4. F5 is hanging and I don't like that. Queen h5 doesn't really give me much. Maybe king h1 for now. I don't have that much time. I'm playing against a very strong opponent, so let's see how it goes here. I need to continue creating threats. Wait, that's a blunder. Here I can take. So again, the golden principle. Before you make your move, try to understand what kind of opportunities your opponent has. Hopefully I myself not blundering anything. That's more than possible, but I don't see any checks. So you always want to check whether your opponent has any checks, any captures. Do I need this check? I don't think so. Yeah, he still is fighting. I really like that. And he should. I mean, he has very active pieces. I can just take it. But I hope this endgame is winning for me. Maybe, yeah, maybe just to g2 was better. But anyway, I have here an extra pawn, right? That should be good enough. Although he has a knight. And first of all, the knight is very tricky. And secondly, I mean, when you don't have any time on the clock, that's always very dangerous. And secondly, my pawn is on light squares, which is not great. This bishop has to go away. I'm not sure where. Like e2, I want to control this knight as much as possible. Yeah, but I feel like his king is extremely active, which is not great. Oh, yeah, I should have played b5. Okay, whatever. That splits. I want to get to h6 pawn. His knight, like, it took him some time to get there, which is giving me time. Oh my god. What's going on here? I think I still have good chances. Yeah, that's the right strategy. Maybe it's just a draw now. Let me go to d5, trying to pick my opponent. Yeah, now it's still a draw. Okay, that was a very nice game. I felt like I have a very good initiative the whole game, but yeah, it wasn't enough. My opponent defended very well, and then I still got... I had like 2 extra pawns, right? But he had that initiative. It's very, very important to always fight for initiative, even if you have less material, especially with time ticking down. If you can create threats, that should give you good chances. Okay, any questions? Congratulations, yeah. Thank you very much. That's not only for me, it's also for you, because it's all possible only because you are here, because you support, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Next, how much time do you invest in your chess training? Not enough. I really wish I would invest more, but thank God now I'm pretty much finishing my studies in the university, which gives me an opportunity to invest more time into my chess. But I also have YouTube. I have all of you guys, and I do my best to help you. I have the community where I spend a lot of time. By the way, feel free to join. It's completely free, and you have so much useful information there. You can get a completely free game analysis from me, which of course also take a lot of my time. So that stuff, but I try my best to balance it all. I hope I can like delegate more stuff so that I can focus just on two things, working on my chess and producing high quality content for you. But yeah, it's still all in the progress. So to answer your question more directly, it's hard to say, like, because I can have a Saturday where I'm like, yes, I'm doing only chess today, and then from 10 a.m. to whatever 6 p.m. I'm just working on chess with some breaks. And I have days where I never get to chess because like I have to answer so many emails, do so much stuff, not unfortunately not chess related. And so it's different. But I guess overall, yeah, like an hour per day on average, I hope I do that. So yeah, definitely not that much as those crazy Indian guys who can work like 10 hours every single day. But to be fair, they also don't have anything else to do. And I have like YouTube is a full-time job these days for me, so that's taken a lot of my time. And hopefully you appreciate that. Okay, what do I actually do here? How do I create my threads? Maybe a 5. Especially for Blitz, that's the move. Like, I do have a lot of potential here. No, your channel is so knowledgeable, so please don't underestimate your gem, and more audience will come to know. Thank you very much. I mean, you always have to wait. There was Knight B3 fork. I have, yeah, that's very good example of why you should always and always start with the most active opportunities. Because I was focused on my stuff, I have checked like A4, does great any threats for me. So I was thinking what I can do, but I haven't thought about most active opportunities. Checks, captures, and threats. You always and always should start with that. Anyway, I have a good position, but that was a tremendous opportunity that I missed. And so credit to my opponent who noticed it and didn't give me another chance. Yeah, so why I was talking that you always have to get this balance between making something useful and making it interesting, because otherwise everybody is going to be bored and just leave. And yeah, sometimes I get those comments that it's too boring, but I try to do my best. The link is in the description. Did you follow today's games on the World Championship? Yes, of course. I do my best to follow, and I really enjoy it, like being just a spectator. Spectator? How do you pronounce that word? I have no idea. Spectator, yes. So I really enjoy watching chess and yeah, following the events, because the first day, the first game, I was trying my best to create a fast recap of the game, but oh my god, that is so stressful, and I really don't want to do that. Now my opponent is blundering a check, so always before you make your move, regardless of how dangerous it might seem, just check what your opponent can do first, and always start with a check. Now I do win that exchange. So yes, the challenge is like you are trying to be the fastest. It's a little bit behind the scenes. Hopefully it's interesting for you of content creation on YouTube, because everybody is making a recap of the game. That's the event everybody is following, obviously. So you try to be the first one, but it's first literally impossible. Like those guys like Hikaru, I literally started my review the moment the game has finished. And then I did it, but of course I'm like not English is not my first language, so it's more difficult for me to do it like in one take without any mistakes whatsoever. So my editor immediately started to work on the video, like improve on some mistakes, do some fancy stuff for the intro, like at least a little bit, and we like did our best to make it so fast as we could, and still we were basically the last. Hikaru published the recap, Gotham published the recap, a bunch of other guys, and I was like, oh my god, I can never do that. So you basically are not allowed to do any editing at all. You just need to record it in one take and immediately publish it, which of course influences the quality. And my approach to the channel is not to make the video as fast as possible, but to make it as high quality as possible. And I also felt that during the recording that I'm trying to do it fast, and that is why it's not as good as I want it to be. So I decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just enjoy watching the tournament, maybe sharing with you some instructive moments out of it, but not trying to be the first one in the world to make those recaps. It apparently is not my cup of coffee, at least for now, which is fine. I mean, you should do what you are good at. For example, playing chess here, queen d4 seems like a very promising move, because now I can take and then take on b2, creating so many threats. So you always want, doesn't matter if you have less material, more material, you have initiative, you don't have initiative, you always want as many of your pieces to be active as possible. And in the best case scenario, all of them have a very useful job of creating some threats for your opponent. Can I play e5? Let's try to calculate. I don't think so. I can take, and if I take, queen takes d4, and then my rook is hanging. Otherwise, I would have a checkmate, but yeah, I also don't need that. Let me just bring my king for now. Okay, at what age did you learn chess? Well, learn chess is quite an ambiguous statement. Not sure I like now can say that I learned chess. I guess you can never do that. It's such a complicated game. But I started to play chess when I was 6 years old. And now I'm 26, so I'm playing for 20 years. And almost 10 years of coaching as well. Started when I was 17. Yeah, g4, I actually like this move. Maybe I was too early with my king game. Yeah, I like it. By the way, f7 wasn't the right square because now this knight is coming. Okay, whatever. Let me create my counterplay. That should be enough. Make sure I don't blunder. But that was such a bad square for the queen. Bring my rook. Oh my god, now there is bishop g2. Or even that. Come on, I'm blundering too much here. That would be again a check. That's really unfortunate. Okay, I hope that my passer would still decide the game and it's still winning. Need to make sure that there are no checks finally. Like there is one, but okay. Hopefully I don't blunder anything. It's really tough to actually play a high quality of chess game and talking a lot of stuff at the same time. That is why I stopped streaming Title Tuesday, because I try to like explain a lot of things, but it's basically impossible to maintain a high quality chess at the same time. Yeah, now I finally have a checkmate. That's nice, but that was a tough game. What did you study? I study, well, I'm still a student, although I have already written my master's thesis. I study international information systems, which is something in between of business and programming. Yeah, everything connected to digitalization, all of the new like information systems. That's what I am studying. Who is your favorite Ukrainian chess player? That's a good question. I guess I would say two of them. Absolutely Ivanchuk, Vasily Ivanchuk. I mean, that's an incredible player, a true legend of the game, and I guess almost everybody in the world love him. I'm no exception. He is like incredible. I did encounter him a few times in person, and like the way he thinks, even in normal life, not in chess, it's just on a different planet. I mean, you don't meet such people often, and of course you admire such people when you meet them. And the second one I really like is Anton Korobov. He's really nice, and I always enjoy his interviews. And he also plays very entertaining chess, like absolutely crazy positions. Okay, I might get myself into trouble here. I don't like my position. I'm somehow very passive. I need to get away with my pieces. It's opposite sides castles, so yeah, both players are aiming for some checkmating ideas, and it feels like my opponent is the first one to create some threats, but I'm gonna try to catch him. I notice I'm blundering a pawn here, but it's not really about the pawns, it's really about the fact of creating threats, so I don't really care that much about the pawn, because he needs to spend one tempo, then I'm going to attack him and do something useful for me. He needs to spend another tempo, and so we are going to exchange one pawn for 2 tempi. And they say that's, in the opening, it's more or less enough. You can get 2 tempi, it's enough to compensate one pawn. Okay, what chess book do you recommend? It's a tough question because, of course, it depends on your level a lot. And the challenge for me in terms of recommending books is that I have became a pretty strong player like many years ago, and I never even did a lot of those beginner books for big beginners books in English. I have done some in my native language, but that was a lot of years ago, and obviously those books are too old now and I don't even remember them. So in terms of beginner books, or even, yeah, like, I don't know, 1200, 1400, it's tough for me, but I have heard that there is a beautiful series of Yusupov's books that Jakob Aagaard recommends as his best for beginner intermediate level, and I respect Jakob Aagaard so much. I consider him one of the best chess coaches in the world, so I have no doubt that those books are really great for such a level. Okay, I really feel like I might be in trouble here. So I need to even like speed up creating some threads or maybe exchanging some pieces. I like knight c4 because I want to eliminate this bishop, which is basically the strongest piece here. By the way, you normally are not afraid of losing the h-pawn. It does not influence your king's safety, your king's defense that much. Only if he can like remaneuver his queen to the h-file, then it might make a difference. But if I have the bishop on g2, then not really. So I hope I'm going to be in time to bring some defenders and in general to bring more pieces into the game. Okay, we have a lot of questions in the meantime. I'm an Indian. Yeah. So I guess those books from Yusupov would be a good way before you are like advanced chess player. At that point, you can already start some advanced books like Think Like a Super GM. I really like from Adams, incredible book. The Play Like GM from Alexander Kotov. It's classics. It's like from 1970s. I'm not sure entirely, but I really enjoyed this book. An incredible one to like learn those basics of how you think in chess. That's a very important one. And then once you are even more advanced, you can take books that I am studying these days, the books from the one and only Jakob Aagaard, the Grandmaster Preparation Series, but that's really for advanced play. If you're around 15, 1600 and only have a few hours a week for chess, do you think it's possible to reach 200, 2000 anyway? That's a tough question because, of course, it's individual. It depends on what you do in those few hours, whether you have a coach to work with you, because then, of course, um, you can speed up your process because the coach can tell you what exactly you should do to take maximum out of your time. Yeah, now my opponent is actually taking that pawn on e2, and as the situation has changed, it actually might be difficult for me. I feel like more and more my king might be in danger. But I still hope I can create some counter threats. Rook e1. I don't like my knight, the fact that my knight is hanging. I hope I'm not... wait, I do blunder it. Queen takes f3 is just winning here immediately. I hope my opponent doesn't hear me, because I don't want to spoil it for him. Yeah, okay, he doesn't play. Queen takes f3, sacrificing the queen, I take it, then bishop takes, and then rook h1 is a checkmate, and that's impossible to stop. I mean, I felt like it's extremely dangerous. That's what you call like chess intuition. And every moment I notice something like that in myself, it's very interesting. I didn't explicitly see it, but I felt like there should be something. And then the moment I played rook e1, I saw it. Okay, now my opponent gave me another chance. Let me like block this attack, and if I can bring my last piece, yeah, he's not giving me that opportunity, but I hope it's just a check. It's not that dangerous. But still, what do I do? Maybe I play something like, wait, maybe knight h4. I control the g5 square. By the way, somehow his knight cannot move because his bishop is hanging here. But how do I create threats? Let me play that because my rook is not playing anyway. Also, the more pieces I exchange, maybe the more chances I have to deal with his threats. Yeah, that is annoying. Let me play that. I want to sacrifice and like, can I sacrifice now? Probably it's not really justified, but let me do it anyway. Yeah, this bishop stands on the way. I want to take here. Yeah, but now he has like check or that. But okay, that is not that dangerous. This is just one check. Now I need just to bring my queen into the attack, but also watch out for his threats. And I don't really have any time. Ah, queen b1. Okay. Now that should be good for me. Ah, wait, I'm blundering a checkmate on h1, even if I would have taken that rook. That was important, but my opponent pre-moved his move, which of course helped me a lot. Yeah, now I'm winning the queen. Wow, that was a huge game. I mean, my opponent is just 1800, but he played this game exceptionally well from the very beginning. He was attacking, he was creating so many threats. That was crazy. So well done for this game. And I'm finally on the streak because I noticed I am nowhere near the first 3 places. So okay, I'm gonna do my best to like get some points here and at least fight for it. But of course, especially since I am like playing so slowly, probably I should take that Berserk. It's very tough for me. But at the same time, when I take Berserk, then I don't have any increments. Okay, have another chance against Wild Beast. Let's see. That's very, very tough opponent who is also leading in the tournament. Let's see how it's gonna. Knight b5 or such a move. Ah, yes, of course. 5. Something like that. Not a big expert in terms of theory here, but it all is always about this d5 square. I don't know. Take with the pawn and play f5. What I know is that f5 is usually an idea, but maybe I should have played b5 first. Now he can take and play knight c4. Doesn't feel good. Okay, he's playing very fast and some other moves which give me hope. Maybe I can play bishop g5 and say, okay, now I'm not giving you my bishop. I really love a pair of bishops. But yeah, the Sicilian defense, if you don't know the theory, you can mess it up very, very fast and get into trouble in no time. But hopefully now it's not that bad for me. I've saved my bishops, which is actually normally the goal in this kind of positions. Maybe I can even launch my attack. Yeah, I don't think I can take because of queen h5. Yeah, he can still play queen h5 and knight f5. I mean, I hopefully am not losing, but although I might be losing because bishop d3 is also coming. Maybe I should have just taken instead of bishop h6. Because now if I take, that's the same variation, but I lose a tempo. I might play king g7, knight f5, I take it. And then hopefully I'm still fine, but that feels again very risky. b4, then I take. Let's try it. Okay. Yeah, the first question in the comments I have immediately saw was from somebody from my country, from Ukraine. Yes, I am from Ukraine. I'm from Dnieper, which is somewhere in the center, towards east of the country. Bishop d3 immediately. That's actually a problem. I always hoped for f5, but now like I cannot really play it. Okay, at least I can play queen to like this position. I feel like I'm in big trouble. Maybe f6 or something. Okay, f5, maybe takes, just sacrifice. Let's go for it. Just sacrifice this pawn, but at least I'm gonna open up the file. I mean, he must take, otherwise I'm completely fine. Oh wait, but he can take with the bishop. Then I might need to sacrifice more than one pawn. Or I just play queen d7. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not that bad, but it feels very scary. Do you speak German? Yeah, ich spreche. Why do I say it like that? Ich spreche Deutsch auch. Und hoffentlich auch nicht so schlimm. I live in Germany for a few years now, for like 4 years basically, and yeah, I speak German. That's not an easy language to learn, by the way. Queen to d7 was my idea. I feel like this is more or less lost, but I still need to fight. I mean, you should never give up. And sometimes, wait, queen g4. Yeah, again, my feeling is not is saying the right thing, but I'm playing very bad. You have dedicated much more time to thinking about it. And my opponent played very good. I mean, I can only say good things. Wait, but could I have... No, rook takes f5, knight takes f5. I should have just sacrificed an exchange in that line. Maybe bishop takes d5 was the move. So at least continue the game. Now I'm like an entire piece down and have any compensation, and I'm even a pawn down, and my opponent is attacking. This is like a nightmare, and I'm blundering. Yeah, blundering even more. Although I couldn't really. Yeah, it's lost anyway. Well, congratulations. I felt from the beginning that Wild Beast is on fire today, and he's playing very good. And probably I never get another chance to like get to him. Of course, I'm still gonna do my best. But yeah, my main point is, of course, to gather you around so we can all play together. I can answer your questions and we could celebrate the fact that we are 20,000 people. I mean, this is so amazing. 2 years ago, less than 2 years, January 1st, 2023, I have started this channel. I have not told anyone about this. Nobody knew. I haven't shared it in my social media. And very fast, it got some traction. Wait, I wanted to take this Berserk because it's very entertaining, but I forgot about it. But also my opponent is very strong, so he's number 6 in the tournament. So yeah, incredibly fast. I have got some traction, some views, and I was very inspired and continue. And then, yeah, I played that game against Hikaru in the title Tuesday when he said that I played very well and I have very good chances to become a GM. And so I decided if Hikaru says that, I absolutely have to go for it. And I started to play more tournaments. I have started to train more on my chess. And then I have won the German chess championship under 25 years. I was very happy about it. And that gave me the opportunity to play in Düsseldorf, the World Rapid Team Chess Championship, where I played against Nihal Sarin, Super Grandmaster. I have made a draw against him. I have played against Fabiana Caruana, which was like the pinnacle of my chess career so far. Absolutely incredible experience. And I almost made a draw. It was like 80 moves. It was completely draw, dead, 0-0-0. And in the end of the day, I have like bishop against bishop and pawn, still a draw. And the last trick, Fabiano, of course, always created a lot of pressure for me. The same strategy as I'm recommending you do in every single one of your games. You try to create as many threats as possible for your opponent. And so, yeah, in the end of the day, I made one mistake, but that was enough to lose the game. Still, it was absolutely incredible experience because I have seen so many stars from the chess world that I before only have seen on a TV, on YouTube, but they were there playing in the same tournament as me, playing against me sometimes. That was absolutely amazing. And so I continued to, of course, making videos, sharing my passion, sharing my knowledge to help you improve your chess as well. And now what we have done is absolutely astonishing. Yeah, I somehow hoped that a6 is not a move, but it is. And now b5 is also coming, and my queen a4 move is Yeah, probably I should just shut up a little bit and try to make a few smart moves instead of making stupid moves. Because now my queen might actually get into trouble. Like b5, if I go back to c2, d4, and then c takes d, attacking my queen, that wouldn't be fun. But my opponent is not doing it. I feel like I want to take here on c5 just to maybe get some, I don't know, some threats going on, some hanging pawns to attack or something. By the way, where are you from, Bagdan? Knight takes c5. I hope that I have queen d4 here, but it feels scary. Let's hope I can play it. b6 is hanging. Is 2000 elo achievable with average below average IQ? How much work it takes to get there? That's an interesting question. Like, it's a whole discussion about whether chess is correlated with IQ or not, whether it's so important. It's my personal opinion. I don't say that it's absolutely true, but that's just the way I think about it. I think that everyone can achieve 2000 elo in chess. It's not like you have necessarily some specific mindset, specific I don't know, skills for that. I think with enough training, every single person can get there. The question is, of course, how fast, what kind of resources you need to achieve that. Beyond 2000s, yes, I would agree that you do need some special skills, some special mindset. I'm not sure what exactly, like special things to achieve that level. For example, like I do my best for the last 20 years. Of course, like I'm too lazy. Maybe that's my biggest problem. And also, I mean, I have a life, some stuff to do in life. So it's not like I can dedicate 10 hours every single day to chess. But I still am not a grandmaster. And I I did a lot in my life to achieve that. So it's tough. But to get to 2000 elo, it's absolutely possible. You can always get there. And I'm not sure how it related to IQ, but I don't think there is a strong correlation or a strong, like, not correlation, but causation. The fact that you need to get a very high IQ to get 2000 in chess. I don't think that way, but I might be wrong, of course. Should I go for it? Normally, like, there is a isolated pawn, so the more pieces we exchange, the simpler it is for me to like put some pressure. Let's go for it. What about your journey? Have you achieved norms? I was close once, incredibly close. Like GM norm, you need to get 2600 elo performance in a certain tournament, and I got 2592. But that was my closest. I unfortunately still don't have any norms. I see a combination here. I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I play knight f5, attacking the rook, he plays rook e5 because otherwise I attack, then I play rook takes d5, sacrifice my rook, he takes, I play knight e7, and I win a pawn. That feels great to at least be able to find something like that while talking, but I hope I'm not blundering anything there. It's not a tough variation, of course, but still pretty nice. This normal takes stuff is working. Yeah, so I feel like I improved my chess. I feel like this year, even though from the ratings perspective, it's not like I have achieved much. I also haven't got any norms. But from the level, I feel like I'm improving a lot. And I have also won a few tournaments this year, which I'm really proud of. I feel that my rating is increasing. Yeah, it doesn't matter how great your idea is, always make sure you understand what your opponent wants to do. But what's funny is I completely forgot that I have 97 with the fork. But okay, main thing is I haven't. That's so funny. I mean, literally, I was saying that it's important to like always start with the most active opportunities and miss the check. But okay, I was focused on not blundering the checkmate. I somehow trusted my opponent. He placed that, then there are no winning in one like that. But I still have achieved my goal, which is knight endgame, and hopefully that would be very instructive. Knight endgame with an extra pawn. I do need to go here not to blunder this pawn, and I'm also threatening that. Okay, he stops it. I feel like I want to play e4. Ah, wait, I have actually two extra pawns. Yeah, then it's much simpler. I have an extra pawn on each side of the board. I just need to centralize my king. By the way, 99% of the players forget about the importance of king's activity in the endgame, especially, of course, in the pawn's endgame. You always want to bring your king into the center, into the part of the board where all of the actions are happening. And then it's much simpler for you to convert your advantage. I feel the reason why I'm so behind in terms of tournament standings here is that I'm playing so slowly. Even when I have winning position, I should win it much faster than I do instead of speaking too much. But okay, if somebody else is gonna win the tournament, I'm all for it. My Lichess app isn't available on Play Store. Is it under maintenance? No idea. I downloaded Lichess once in my life and never afterwards, so I'm not sure. I only have 11 points. And the first, it's even a surprise for me that Wild, whatever that nickname was, is not on the first place. Again, I forgot about this Berserk. Anyway, if I take Berserk, I feel like I'm gonna miserably lose because of time. But yes, you don't need the Lichess app. You can just play in the browser. That's what I'm doing right now too. Oh, we finally have the first Philidor in this tournament. Always nice. Do you take in students? Not that many, but I do. Feel free to write an email. That goes back to the fact that it's so difficult to find time for everything because, yeah, apart from working on chess and doing YouTube, I also have some students that I have for many months and sometimes years, and I really like enjoy helping them improve. But of course, that takes a lot of time. But yes, if you are interested in taking some lessons, definitely reach out to me, and hopefully we are going to figure something out. Yes, link is in the description. Still, there is some time to take part, to play a few games. I'm so far behind, so if you join now, there is still a chance you're going to play against me. So definitely do it. Should I take? Takes. No, probably that's not a good strategy. I can take just once. And when he takes, I can take with bishop, for example, and then take back on c3. Or I just take back on c3, c6, but then he has knight d5. And again, this trick, if I take everything, there would be bishop h7. So then I should take here. I've been stuck on 1200 for a month. What should I do? Again, the same answer, please. Again, the link is in the description. I have created a completely free 30-day training plan. You will benefit a lot. Like, it's absolutely perfect for your rating. You will improve it in 30 days. You're gonna play so much stronger. I cannot guarantee you're gonna achieve like 2000 or 1600 or whatever, but you're gonna play chess much stronger if you're gonna complete this training plan. Okay, can I play that? Bishop d2, I have c5, so hopefully that's fine. Otherwise, I want to activate more pieces and create some threats, and also stop my opponent from playing rook b7. I played for 7 months, and I have 18-14 rapid. Do you think I will be GM if I keep like it? How old are you? Unless you're 90 years old, everything is possible. Again, it depends not that much on your age, but it depends on how much time you can dedicate to chess. Because, yeah, I mean, from a certain age, like if you're 40, it's much more difficult to become a GM. That's it's not like you are too old in 40. It's more like, again, normally you're working, you cannot like dedicate 10 hours per day every day for chess, because we all have our life. That's the main obstacle. uh, but I'm almost 21. Yeah, then it all depends on how much time you can dedicate, because obviously you are very young, you have an entire life ahead of you. It just depends on how much time you have. And yeah, resources like money also plays a role, because if you can hire a high quality coach, that would shorten your way towards your goal. But GM is a strong thing. Like, how can I say that it's absolutely possible if I myself cannot achieve it and I do my best to do it? I mean, I'm sure it's possible for me. It's again the question of how much time I can dedicate, how many resources I can dedicate to it, and yeah, some luck also. But I truly believe if you consistently work on it, if you do the right things for a long time, then it should be enough. I I have to think a little bit about the game. I feel like I'm playing it on autopilot a little bit, which I shouldn't. But my position is still fine. The material is equal, right? And if we take everything, then my queen would be more active, and I still attack the e4 pawn, so that should be fine. Any new questions? How can I join your tournament? The link is in the description. Just below the stream, you have the description, you have all of the important links. Wow, bishop a5, some tactics going on. First of all, I think I can take. And then, like, if you take, I take the second rook, but it's not like I achieve much. But what I'm actually interested in, if I can take on b3 with the pawn. You take here, otherwise you're lost, and then I take here. I'm threatening to take to promote my queen. You take with the check, I take it back, and still I'm promoting the queen. You have no way to stop it. And if you play rook a1, I have rook b1 check, and I'm winning the rook, and then I still promote. Yes, I feel it's winning. Somehow it feels very exciting to make such a move. Sacrifice your queen. I hope I'm not blundering anything, because this pawn is so powerful. I feel it should be winning. Yes, the question about how to improve from 1200. I literally have created this whole 30-day training plan just for that purpose, because that's the most, the question that I get the most. Like, I am in a certain level, how do I improve? And normally this level is between 1000 and 2000. And so I have created this program, which is mainly, of course, to motivate you to work, because in the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many great videos I make. If you don't put the hard work into your chess, it's there is nothing I can do for you. Of course, I do my best. Like, if you watch the videos and really invest your attention into it, like you really think about the positions, then you're going to improve your chess much faster than if you don't do it. But still, you need to work on it yourself. And so this program is beautiful to motivate you, because you have 30-day plan, you have something to do on every single one of your days, and you also have community to be accountable. I always ask everybody to write a post once you are in the course, to like, again, I have forgotten about, I want to do it at least once, but every time I start the game, I forget to press this Berserk button. So it helps you to motivate working on chess. You write this first post, like, my rating is, let's say, 1200. I want to achieve 1500 in these 30 days. And you keep yourself accountable. Then every single day you can write a post of what you're doing now. A lot of people are writing it. I'm very thankful for that, because it's, for me, very interesting to see your progress, and for yourself it's very beneficial if you keep yourself accountable. That's the main purpose. And also, of course, to share your progress with other people, to inspire them, to discuss stuff. By the way, if you are a member of a community, always feel free to ask the questions, because yeah, if you have a discussion, everybody shares their opinion in terms of, yeah, how to improve at chess, analyzing games, some openings, whatever that whatever is difficult for you. That would be very great for the community and for you, of course, as you're going to improve and get new knowledge. Okay, yeah, my opponent is playing very good. What can I try? Let's take it. Maybe let's try to play c5. I don't know. I feel like trying this move. Does feel weird. Yeah, maybe it's weird because my opponent has an easy way to make e5 possible. And then I have to take. But at least I hope like he plays e5, I take everything. Then I'm gonna play b5, b4 and support those pawns. What is the best way for opening preparation? The best way for opening preparation, again, there is a link in the description, is to purchase the 10-day opening mastery. It costs really much less than all of the opening courses, at least all of the opening courses I have seen, but it's not a single opening. It's a complete opening repertoire for white and for black, and it doesn't require you to learn those like hundreds and thousands of variations. So this program I have created for all of the people who don't have thousands of hours. And what do I play here? Play Queen B3. Hours and hours, hundreds of hours of time and desire to memorize those endless variations. You don't need to do that. That is why I have created this program, so that we focus on the ideas, and the main focus of the entire course is always on the ideas. And there is an incredible Black Friday deal. First of all, a big sale, and secondly, you get a unique opportunity to get a completely free game analysis from me. I'm going to record a video for you, analyzing your games and give you tips what you need to work on to improve your chess and what kind of mistakes you make, and yeah, how to improve that. It's only available till Monday. It was never part of the deal, and yeah, I don't see it's coming in the future as well. So that's only a few days that you can get this offer, and there is 100% money guarantee. If you don't like it, you can always ask for a refund, and no problem, no questions asked. But I'm 100% sure you're gonna enjoy the course so much, and it will be very, very beneficial for you. Because the problem I have seen is that on Chessable, for example, first of all, the courses are very expensive, and secondly, you need to buy so many different courses if you want to build an opening repertoire. And even then, the problem is that those openings are so different, and the result in middle game positions are so different from one another, and you need like it's so tough to learn all of that and to understand all of that. And in this course, I have made sure that those middle game positions are as similar as possible, so that you can just learn. Somehow today I'm in the mood of sacrificing my queen, but I at least get 2 rooks, and that feels to be promising. So you get this holistic lifetime opening repertoire. You can learn more and understand more as you go, but like to start playing it, you only need a few days maybe, and you already know all of the main ideas. And yeah, so that's my sincere recommendation. Again, remember that it's Black Friday deal. It's going to be over very, very soon before you know it. So take it, make sure not to miss it and take advantage of that. The link is in the description, as always. By the way, if you have any questions about the course, feel free to ask. I'm always here to answer. In the free community, you have a free preview of the course. So you have a lot of videos and also exercises from the course, because it's not only videos, it's a lot of exercises that you try to solve and immediately use the somehow it feels a little bit dangerous here. That you immediately use into practice, and you try how it works in real games. And so in the 30-day free course, there is a free preview where you can take a look, get a taste of what you are going to get. So yeah, if anything, you are going to get a lot of free value. Absolutely worth it. Take a look, please. What do you think of Chessable? Yeah, like I said, there are a lot of great courses. I have taken a few myself, like advanced courses, like from Vladimir Kramnik, for example, about thinking in chess. I really enjoyed it. But the problem is, first, they're really expensive. I'm talking about the video version course, because that's what 10-day opening master is. It's a video course where I explain, go into all of the details, explain you everything. And so on Chessable, one course could cost like $200, and that's just for one opening, for example, and you need so many of them. But overall, you have courses from very good high-level players, and if they have done their job well, then that's absolutely great. If you have money to invest, then you will benefit a lot from it. Game analysis is great. Join. Yeah, thank you very much, Henry. Do you think Chessly is a great platform? Well, that's a more complicated question for me to ask because it's not for advanced levels, so I never have 3 seconds. I never actually tried it. Oh my god, that's something I forgot. The knight is actually great on g6. And yeah, my biggest problem is I have just 5 seconds on the clock. And God is still protected. I just need to double my rooks along the 7th rank. And then it's already very tough for my opponent to deal with it. Yeah, that's a checkmate. Okay, that was an absolutely crazy game, but in the end of the day, I have won it. I have never played against the leader of the tournament, Jen Zot 26, at least. Yeah, I think I didn't. And I hope I can at least get to the like top 3 of the tournament. That would be a huge achievement for me. So yeah, back to the question about Chessly. It's from Gotham Chess, as I suppose. Did I take this? No, I don't. I don't. I feel like I'm gonna miserably lose on time, so let's just play normal chess. Um, so yeah, a chess platform where Gotham is making his courses. I assume he does a good job making those courses. So if you can afford that, of course you can do that, no problem. I assume they also have some kind of money back guarantee, so you can try it, and if you don't like it, you can get your money back. So, I mean, there are a lot of great resources if you want to improve your chess. It's not like when I was a kid, there was nothing like that available, and that was much more difficult to like improve your chess, to become a grandmaster or whatever level you wanted to achieve. Basically, the only way was to hire a coach. And thank God, in my home country, in Ukraine, you got chess coaches for free. It's even impossible to imagine today. It's the system that was there from the Soviet Union time. I was getting coaches, and really good coaches. I have been trained by a grandmaster for multiple years, completely for free, and basically the government is paying for that. Yeah, that was an incredible experience that helped me, of course, a lot on my journey. But in terms of online resources, it wasn't like that. Yes, you can buy some books, but especially for the kids, it's like more tough because you get bored, and that was definitely the case for me. I was lazy to work with those books. But nowadays, with those courses, with those like Lichess tools for beginners, it's so amazing. Like you have so much. If you want to improve your chess, you have unlimited resources basically, and it's either completely free, like the 30-day training course. If there would be such a thing when I was a kid, I would be so happy. I would achieve my chess goals so much faster. So yeah, definitely recommend. The link is in the description. So if you want to improve your chess, you have absolutely everything there, either completely for free or like it's the case with 10-day opening mastery for a very, very affordable price. You get like 30 hours of coaching from an international master for $100. I mean, otherwise it's absolutely impossible to get anything like that. And if you, of course, if you buy the course till the end of Black Friday, then you also get a free game analysis. Do you recommend Chestnut Evo or Pro? Well, that depends on your use cases, on what you want to do with the board, because I enjoy Chestnut Evo a lot. I have my books over there using Forward Chess application, and that's really working great. Wait, what? Am I missing something? Or my opponent is just exchanged? Yeah, that's very weird. He's just exchanging the bishop for a pawn. So yeah, I enjoy personally Chestnut Evo the most, but Chestnut Pro is a fantastic board, high quality, uh, very big, like tournament size. If you want to prepare for the tournament, play a lot of training games, then like with a friend or with a coach, with a training partner, that would be absolutely fantastic choice. So both of them are working great. Totally recommend. It just depends on what you want to make with it. If you want to work on your own and you want to have everything in one place, you don't want to like distract yourself with laptop, mobile phone, you want to have your book or Lichess puzzles, for example, on the board itself, and then you're just moving pieces and working on your chess, you're fully focused, you don't use any devices. That is a perfect thing, and that is why I use it most of the times. But Chestnut Pro is also great. You just need to connect it to your laptop or phone and you're good to go. What email should I send my students' application to? It's in the description of my YouTube channel. It's my surname, 98 at gmail.com. But you can easily find it in the description of the YouTube channel. Just click on the About page on the YouTube channel, and then you have the email address. You need to click a button, and then you see it. Okay, let me... Oh, I actually play against FIDE Master, very strong player. Let me try the Collie system, the Collie Zuckertort system, the opening that I like a lot. What's your real name? What do you mean my real name? It's my real name, Evgeny Eliseev. You can see it here on my t-shirt. You can see it on my YouTube channel. You can see it everywhere. That's my real name. You can also see it in my Lichess account. I don't have a nickname or anything. Like Journey to Grandmaster, the channel name, but definitely not a person's name. Regarding puzzles on Evo, that seems difficult to set them up. Why is that difficult? You just go to Lichess. You can download the application, or maybe you have it once you buy the board. Anyway, it's very simple to like download the Lichess application on Chestnut Evo, because it's basically like an Android device, like your phone. And then you log in into your account, you open up the puzzles, and you're good to go. I really like this indicators that Chestnut Evo board has. You see everything is showing you the where the pieces belong. Because for me, for example, I'm like it happens to me that I try to solve a certain puzzle for like 20 minutes, and then I realize the starting position was wrong. Of course, it's not like every time, but sometimes it's happened and it's very frustrating. And with Chestnut Evo, it's showing you where the pieces belong, and if you are making something wrong, it immediately shows you that you need to adjust it. And that saves me a lot of time. Incredibly useful. I don't really want to play e4 because it's gonna block my bishop, but on the other hand, like helpful in terms of continuing my attack. Maybe just remove the knight and play a4. What is the best way to analyze your games? Well, I have just published a video about that, the newest video on the channel. That's all about how do you analyze your games. So please take a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I think it's time to play 4, then knight d3, and then f4. So basically, you have chess.com, you have Lichess, where you can analyze your game, just like start this game review feature on chess.com, for example, is what I use. And then you see there the mistakes, the inaccuracies that you make. Of course, you can just analyze with the engine, but I like that you can like use it as a starting point so that you see where you have made your mistakes. So that I play g3 first. Yeah, let's play g3 first. Ah, wait, my opponent played rook g. Yeah, I should have played a 4 immediate. Okay, he's not using his time. Yeah, okay, but fortunately enough, I have knight f3, so it's not a big problem. Otherwise, I'm ready to break through in the center. I have pretty much all of my pieces perfectly placed for it. Yeah, so you start your game analysis, and especially why you need those mistakes, blunders, inaccuracies, signs, because you try to slow down there and understand why you have made those mistakes. What was your decision-making process? Of course, you switch the engine to find out the right move, and you try to understand why you haven't made the right move and why you have made the move that is not great for you. Have you thought about the right move? And if you have, why you haven't made it? Okay, I feel like I'm not in a hurry to play 5, although he's gonna play f6. Yeah, then let's play 5 immediately. As long as I'm solid here, that would work well. Yes, so you analyze those critical moments. Also, you can find critical moments where the pawn structure changes, where you change some pieces. It's one of the most difficult topics in chess, which pieces you change and when and how. And also what's very, very important to analyze whether you have had the right plan in the game, the right overall strategic idea, and whether you have implemented correctly. Basically, those two are the most important things. Find out the right plan and then to implement it the right way. And I go in details in that video, the 15-minute daily routine that is going to make you very, good at chess. Definitely take a look at that. Okay, this pawn is hanging, which is annoying. Maybe just queen g2. Creating a counter threat, and if he takes, then I'm gonna protect that pawn. For 10-minute rapid game, you have given the advice? Could you please advise on what questions should ask for all longer games before making it? No, those questions are for any time control. The questions where every time your opponent makes a move, try to ask yourself what is the idea behind that move, whether he creates a threat, and yeah, let me still improve. Ah, wait, the pawn is hanging. Yeah, again, every time your opponent makes a move, try to understand what's threat. Maybe time to create some threats. And then whether this threat is dangerous for you, and if it is dangerous, then what can you do about it? And you always start with the most active opportunities. Like I had different ways to deal with the problem. I could have defended it, but this is the most active way. Although I might have blundered something, hopefully not. Like f4 pawn, yeah. But I hope I can get to the king. And like I have so many pieces activated. But my knight is actually hanging, yeah. Problem, and I only have 10 seconds. Oh, my queen is hanging. I noticed it in the last second. Back to the question of understanding your opponents. Yeah, I was so focused on this. They also lose it. Yeah, I'm also dead lost in terms of time. g6. Probably I have to take. Ah, wait, he has knight x d3. No, then I'm busted. Although maybe not entirely because this knight is hanging. Oh my god. Now I'm just lost. I had such a beautiful position, but because I talked too much, I somehow missed my opponent's counterplay. That's, by the way, one of the most important things in chess, not to miss your opponent's counterplay. So all of those advices I have given, they are not only for rapid chess, they are for all types of chess. It's just that in rapid you have less time to think about it. Well, actually I feel like I might have some small chances here. This knight is not that active, has almost no moves to go. Yeah, actually the best thing for me would be to push that pawn. I don't care about the number of the pawns, it's about the quality of the pawns. But yeah, he's gonna take pretty much all of my pawns. Ah, no, queen d4. Those checks would be over. But how do I transfer my rook to the d file? Wait, check. Let me take. He has a lot of checks, of course. Yeah, maybe that's just a perpetual. Now it's not. Now it's not. I can double my rooks again. Now this position should be winning for me, but it's still a time scramble, so I can easily lose it. 5. Hopefully I can deal with the check. The check somehow. Ah no, queen c4 was winning. Ah no, I had rook d3. Okay. No, rook g5 is a blunder. Wow, that was the most intense game in this tournament because I managed to like flip it around. Again, you should never give up. I am gonna release a video next week about this topic. It's the most important skill in chess. Just never give up and always try to create as many threats against your opponent as possible. Try to make your opponent's life as miserable as possible. And even if it seems like you're completely lost, just continue putting pressure. And as you see, sometimes you are going to be rewarded for that. Ask your questions, guys. No new questions. Feel free to ask. Or maybe it's not a question. Maybe you can share something, some of your experiences, and we can discuss it. That would be also very interesting. What do you think? Maybe I can give you a topic. What do you think about the current World Chess Championship? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is gonna win? Because like almost everybody predicted Gukesh to win with a huge margin. But so far, Dino Ren is doing pretty good. I feel like he has prepared well for the tournament. And he, like, in the World Chess Championship, at least as I feel it, the most important thing is how do you handle all of the pressure and how good you are mentally prepared. Because from the chess perspective, I mean, pretty much all of those top guys, they're playing incredibly strong and they can always like win, play a great game of chess. But in terms of dealing with all of that pressure, that's where a true champion and also the true champion's character is making a difference. For example, Magnus Carlsen is having an incredible character which has helped him tremendously throughout his chess career. I, for example, sometimes have really big difficulties with the mental state because during chess tournaments, because every time I feel like my goal of achieving the GM norm is near or I'm about to win a tournament, it's incredibly difficult for me to deal with the pressure. And especially, I mean, and that's my like GM norms. Yes, it's like a huge achievement for me. But in terms of World Chess Championship match, it's basically nothing. And those guys, they need, especially Gukesh, he's just 18 years old. He needs to handle all of that pressure. I can't even imagine how tough that is. But he seems like after that first loss, he seems to be doing very well. And so it feels like, of course, chess-wise, he's incredibly strong, but so is Dean Loren. And so, what do you think? Who is gonna win? Can you give me some tips in make best moves? Yeah, basically in every single one of my videos, I have a lot of tips for you, but especially next week, I'm gonna dive deep into this strategy about finding the best move in a respective chess position. So definitely stay tuned for new videos. Tomorrow, a new video is coming about like learning how to think like Magnus Carlsen. I feel like that knight is going to be lost. But okay, let me castle and then we will see what we can do. Yeah, I was hoping for f5. Maybe I still can do it. yeah, tomorrow is going to be a video about Magnus Carlsen, how to think like Magnus Carlsen, what kind of strategies he uses. That would be very instructive. And next week, I'm gonna release an entire video about, yeah, more or less this topic, useful advices, how to find the best moves in chess, how to win in chess, what to do, strategies. So definitely stay tuned. I feel like f5 is a very risky move. He's gonna give a check by knight g5, but then I'm gonna rescue my knight. So let me go for it. Because here I might lose an exchange, but I'm gonna rescue my knight, hopefully. When do you usually come on live stream? I usually come whenever we have a celebration stream. I have done 5,000 subscribers celebration stream, 10,000, 15,000. By the way, we had 15,000 celebration stream just a month ago, and now we are celebrating 20,000. It's absolutely incredible. Again, thank you all very much for your support. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting into trouble here, but okay. I've started to do that. I have to continue. I have to take, otherwise that would be a smoother mate. Maybe now the best thing is just to bring my queen back, doing nothing there. And now I more or less covered the back rank. And my hope was that this rook is still not participating in the attack, but it's about to be. Like knight e4 is not a move, for example, because it's going to be a checkmate. But I hope I still have knight to g4. From here, the knight can either go to the attack or to the defense. Yeah, so that is the most popular reason of why I do this live streams, just to be with you, to play some games, to communicate real time. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's also very useful because I share my real time decision making process with you. Yeah, I feel like knight e3 is possible for me to play, because when you have more pieces but your opponent is attacking, you want to decrease the amount of attacking material. You basically want to exchange as many pieces as possible. Something like queen g8 I feel is a good move. I have an extra bishop. If queens are off the board, I immediately win. And otherwise, I want to bring my pieces into the game. Yes, I lose pawn here, but I feel like it's more about finishing my development. Although maybe I somehow can do it without losing the pawn, but I don't see it. I guess I'm gonna just do that, bring the bishop to g5, or maybe just take there. Okay, he's actually giving me another chance. Then I'm gonna bring my queen here, protecting the pawn, and again offering the queen's exchange. Is there any easy way to understand the idea behind the top engine moves in some complicated positions? Well, depends on what you consider to be easy, but basically what you are trying to do, you have your chess position, you're making a move that the engine is suggesting, you're looking at it. Well, okay, I know the easy way. The easy way is to get a chess coach, a good one, that can explain to you why this move is the best one. This is literally the best use in having a coach, because nowadays with channels like Journey to Grandmaster, you don't need to pay for a coach to get some good ideas, right? But what you have to pay is to get some feedback on your games. By the way, there are some exceptions. Again, in our 30-day training plan, you get a chance to get your games analyzed by me completely for free if you are very active in the community. But normally that's what the coach is good for. And if you're on your own, then you need to make that engine move, or yeah, you're just looking at the position, the engine is suggesting the move, and you're trying to understand why this move is great. You're trying to calculate the variations. You are trying to just make moves further and further deeper into the variation, what the engine is suggesting. And oh, there is just 20 seconds left in the tournament. I might not be in time to win this game. Well, if I'm gonna continue like that, I even risk to get checkmated. But actually, yeah, the main problem is it's just 7 seconds. No way I'm in time. All right. Or do we continue the game? Or maybe it's like you get to continue the game. Not totally sure how it in terms of the rules. So yeah, you analyze, you dive deeper into the variations, and it's important that you analyze the game in the best case scenario just after the game or shortly after the game, so you still remember what you were thinking and what you are trying to understand, why you haven't played that best move, what stopped you from doing that. Okay, the tournament has concluded and Jan Zod 26 has won the tournament. What is somehow sad that I never got a chance to play him. And I'm number 4. Actually, all of the last tournaments I somehow succeeded to win, but not this time. No problem. Congratulations to the first 3 places. You have done extremely well. I hope everybody who participated, we have a record number of participants, 72 people. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for playing the tournament. Let's see if we have some final questions. Maybe I can open it up here. Yes, is there any calculation tips videos out in your channel? There are a lot of calculation tips tips on my channel. Just write into YouTube, Journey to Grandmaster calculation, and you're gonna find so many really great videos, very helpful. Wait, let me change camera angle, and also need to change that, otherwise I'm frozen. Okay, now you can see me. So yes, I like, it's one of the focus on the channel to help you in terms of calculation. I solve some high quality puzzles and I share my decision making process. To be honest, I think this type of videos is one of the most useful ones you can get. So definitely take a look if you really want to improve your chess. Because when I try to make good moves, usually Stockfish says I did. Okay, we need more streams. We're having fun. Yeah, maybe we will have an opportunity to have more live interactions. By the way, a small piece of insider news. I'm gonna launch an academy very soon, probably in just a month, starting 2025. An academy where for a very affordable price, you're gonna love it. You can get 4 group lessons with me where we are gonna dive into those tactics, improvement tips, games analysis. That would be absolutely incredible. So stay tuned. If you're gonna be one of the first members, you're gonna get a fantastic prize, and we are gonna have a small group of members, so you're gonna get so much out of it. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned to the news. Your 30-minute routine tactic puzzles plus 1 10-minute analyze games works fine for me. Yeah, you're welcome. That's an incredibly useful daily routine. Could you please start a series where you play games and reason behind your moves and what opponent can play, something like this? I have made literally hundreds of such videos on my channel. Just take a look, please. There is a playlist called Learn How I Think, and you're gonna find so many videos exactly like that. That would be absolutely useful. I just hit 1600 for the first time. Congratulations, that's amazing. Miracles are happening on Journey to Grandmaster. If you stick to the daily routine, if you watch like 1 video per day, that would be ideal. That's the point behind the 30-day training plan. You have 1 educational video per day, then you're playing a game, trying to use that ideas, strategies you have learned into a real game, and then you analyze it. That's how you improve. Are you going to take challenges now the tournament is ended? Is there anyone who haven't played me today? If you haven't played me today, please send me a challenge. We still have a little bit of time. And yes, I could play a few let's make it 3 minutes plus 0 seconds blitz games so I can play a few games. But only please, if you haven't played me in the tournament, to have everybody a chance. So what you need to do to play against me is to go to Lichess. My nickname is Great Chess Coach. Let me paste it in the chat. So you go to Lichess, you find me there, just find players, paste my nickname, and then you can send me a challenge. But please send 3 plus 0, like Tuck has made. Yes, we haven't played, so let's play. Yes, maybe I will be able to accept a few more I have why game is aborted. Don't you want to play? Okay, maybe I have a new one. Road to GM. I like this. I really like this nickname. I guess you can figure out why. So yeah, let's play a game. Do you remember me? I keep saying one day you will reach 1 million subs, and can you please? Yes, 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 yes. First of all, I do remember you, and second, I have already answered that question. I make a lot of middle game videos. Just take a look at the channel. Pretty much in every single one these days, I talk a lot about middle games, and you can find a lot of middle games ideas. And next week, a few very, very useful videos in terms of middle games are coming. So stay tuned to take a look. Please lower the price of the academy. Yeah, it's going to be incredibly low. You're not going to believe how low it's going to be. You will never get like a professional coach for such a price. So make sure to stay tuned. I just need to set it up. And I believe that's going to be incredible. In the very, very beginning of 2025, like literally, if you're going to make a goal to study more chess, to train more chess in 2025, then joining the Grandmaster Academy would be your absolutely best place. That would be hilarious. That would be the biggest project I have ever done. And yeah, I'm truly looking forward to it. And that would be truly like for everyone because the price would be very affordable. Do I play b5 or a5? Normally, if I can play b5, I play b5. Last questions here. How do I improve my positional understanding? Well, for positional understanding, you have a lot of videos on this channel, to be honest. And I mean, it's not possible for me to give like one piece of advice for you, like do this, because chess is tough. There are so many different situations in chess. But I have made a lot of videos where I go into really details in terms of strategy. For example, I've recently made a video about middle game, number one middle game strategy. Absolutely take a look, very, very useful one. How do you find the plan after the opening? So many players struggle with that. Before that, I have done a video on finding chess plans in chess. Also very, very useful. Please take a look at it. Like if you go through the most recent videos on the channel, you're gonna find so many incredibly useful ones, especially for strategy, also for calculation, of course, for middle game, for plans. That's what I'm currently working on. Can I please play? Yeah, send a challenge. I have still a few challenges from the players, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be able to play like 2 more, so that our stream would be like around 2 hours. I'm actually very happy that I have somehow managed to overcome those technical issues in the beginning of the stream, because I thought I will just not be able to make a stream at all. It wasn't working at all, no connection. But somehow I figured it out, and yeah, we were able to make it possible. Okay, finally I get to make my move, and that would be immediately a very strong move because I play knight c5 with a lot of attacks at the same time. Now I'm getting 2 bishops, and normally every time I get 2 bishops I'm very strong, but my bishop on b7 is not great so far, but maybe I can improve that. Something like bishop a6, for example, and then b4 is a huge threat. Okay, I reached 2000 to 2100 in 50 days by watching your videos. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for sharing it. In fact, if you have like a story that you can share, like your experience with it, I would be very I would appreciate it a lot if you can contact me and maybe record a small testimonial video. Oh my god, I blundered that. Although not really, I'm also attacking the rook, but that is a counter threat I wasn't expecting. And yeah, I will definitely somehow do something useful for you as well, maybe analyze your games or something. So yeah, feel free to reach out. Queen b7, bishop takes d8, bishop takes f1, I'm attacking his rook. Yeah, I feel it might be dangerous for me in the end, but okay. I only have 30 seconds, we don't have any increment. I really have to be fast. It's tough to adjust like when you were playing 3+2 and now it's just 3 minutes without increment. Yeah, but now I can take, right? Yeah, my opponent, oh, oops, sorry. I can play more with you because I have more people. Isaac, play with you, and I'm gonna also play then with Bagdak if yeah, he's gonna play that time this time. So more questions. Are you a chess coach? Yes, I'm a chess coach. You can also see it from my nickname. I am a chess coach for the last 9 years. Okay, this game might be pretty fast. So why are you playing so fast? Every time your opponent makes a move, the golden principle, you have to think what is the threat behind that move. It sounds easy, I understand. I say it like 100 times in my videos and maybe you are fed up with it, but like 99% of all of the mistakes you make in chess exactly are because of this reason, because you don't think what your opponent can do. And in most of the cases, it's really simple. It's just checks, captures, and threats. All you need to check to stop more than, in every case, more than 90% of all of the blunders you make. But you don't do it. You are playing so fast, and then you start to think in a moment where it's just too late. It's not the right strategy. I'm 2100. Will your course be useful for me? Absolutely. The course will be very, very useful. If you mean the 10-day, I mean, both of them will be very useful. But if you mean the 10-day open in Mastery, that is absolutely great for you. I'm making there two versions because I cover what is played under 2000 rating, so that people who are at this rating can yeah, make maximum out of the course, take maximum so that it's useful for them. But also I cover the objectively the best moves that are played on the higher level so that it's very, very useful for everyone. Hello, Evgenia. How do I deal with chess fatigue? I'm not sure what exactly. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I haven't changed the camera, so you don't see. So you don't see the games. I'm very sorry about it. I forgot about it. Now you can see it. Thank you for pointing it out. Somehow earlier nobody said that. I can just grab this knight for free. Yeah, so in terms of chess fatigue, if you're like fed up with chess, you feel like you cannot play anymore, or you have a huge losing risk, losing streak, just make a break. That's what always helps me. For example, now I'm making break from Title Tuesday because it's very nervous. And I normally come to the tournament where I'm already pretty tired because it's like in the end of the day. And I'm like, I'm losing desperately because of some stupid blunders. And I'm so fed up with it that I decided, okay, let me make a break. Just imagine that this time where I'm supposed to play Title Tuesday, I'm gonna work on my chess. I'm gonna cover some courses, watch some courses, or work on a book, or solve some puzzles. And that way I'm thinking like, okay, this time is dedicated for my chess education, and I don't have that stress and negative emotions that I have had recently with Title Tuesday. So you make that break, and then you feel again this desire to play, to work on chess. If like you're completely fed up, just don't look at chess at all. Like a week is normally enough. For example, after a very tough tournament, I might make a break, and then I'm again having new energy, new motivation to work and play chess again. How old were you when you first played a tournament? I started playing when I was 6, and I also played my first tournament when I was 6. It was an absolutely miserable tournament. I had like 2 out of 9. I still remember it because that was such a huge experience. I thought like I already can play some chess, but then I was losing game after game. That was very painful, especially when you're 6 years old. But yeah, that's taught me a lot that sometimes you lose, and that's absolutely a normal part of the process. You just need to stay consistent, to keep going, and eventually you'll get much better. Did you forget to share? Yes, I forgot to share my chessboard, but now I did. Hopefully you can see it now. You need to update your Lichess profile. You're written. I have. Yes, I do need. I do it from time to time, but not as often. Unfortunately, it does not work automatically. Thank you for the Hinweis, you would say in German, for the recommendation. Okay, how do I win here? I have an extra rook, but somehow I don't want to lose my pawn on c3, which is of course not really that relevant. I feel like I'm frozen a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay, my opponent decided to help me. Yes, now it's a checkmate. Okay, and the last game, Ronaldo, play. Good luck. What kind of mouse do you use? Well, it's just a completely usual mouse, absolutely nothing special, not a gaming one or anything like that. Probably I should upgrade it if I want to play good blitz games. Nothing special, just a very normal mouse. If you have any recommendations, feel free to share. When will you become world champion? I'm afraid never. But I hope I'm gonna become a grandmaster one day. I am absolutely sure it's possible. Why, Ronaldo? You are gone. If anybody else wants to play me, please send me a challenge so that we finish it with one more game. 3+0 on Lichess. Great Chess Coach is my nickname. Written it in the chat a little bit earlier. I'm waiting for one last challenge or like one more minute. Otherwise, we are gonna call it a day. Yeah, for some reason, Ronaldo is gone. Yes. Oh, we have a tournament winner. Jan.26. He absolutely deserved an opportunity to play. So that would be a very, very cool play to finish. A very cool game to finish the stream. Okay, we have the Benoni defense. Like knight c3. Your video quality and content quality is both YouTubers who have 50,000 plus subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I really hope I do my best, and I have an amazing editor who is also my girlfriend, who is making it all possible, because I am like I would never make it myself, because it's this monotonic job that you really have to do all of those details, and it's very hard. Somehow I allowed my opponent too much counterplay here. I shouldn't have done it. So yeah, she's doing a fantastic job, also doing all of those thumbnails, and very, very helpful. Thank you very much, Kate, if you are listening. And otherwise, yeah, I do my job to improve the content the best way I can. And hopefully it's gonna be even better in terms of providing more value, in terms of yeah, I don't know, it's crazy dangerous to castle on here, but at the same time I have to attack here. Maybe let's start with g3 and then castle later on. It not... Yeah, 500. Maybe I have said it wrong. 5. Yeah, I feel I know the channels you are referring to. I do try my best to make sure that my quality is not worse than those channels. And hopefully one day I will be... Well, now I feel like I can just castle short side. One day I can achieve something like that. Like, my dream is to get a silver button on YouTube, which you get when you get to 100,000 subscribers. That's my absolute dream. If I can ever achieve it, that would be, I can't even imagine how happy I would be. So yeah, if you can support me, subscribe to the channel, I always appreciate that. Okay, how do I actually attack here? Knight h4, knight f5, double the rooks along the f file. I feel that is more than queen g6. I don't like this move. I feel like it's helping me tremendously because I wanted to play knight h4 anyway, and now I can do it with the tempo. The only question is queen h5. I feel like I don't want to exchange the queens. Okay, my opponent doesn't want either, which is weird because I feel like I'm the one attacking here. Just want to bring the second rook because I feel like he has tremendous space problems. I can match your video quality with only one channel. It's like GM Igor Smirnov. He's also a chess content creator. Yes, I thought that is one of the two channels that you mean, because Igor is also from Ukraine. So I guess you can kind of make a comparison. But of course, he has a tremendous experience. He's making videos for, I don't know, 6-7 years, something like that. And I am like 2 years in business. I've had a non-chess channel before for 1 year. It was very, very hard to make those videos. Can I play? No, I can't because queen takes it to back. And I also cannot play g4 because my knight is hanging. Maybe b4. Why not? Everything is protected. Yeah, but then somehow I realized that it doesn't make sense. I'm making a channel on a topic where I'm not a real expert, and I have a passion for chess. I can talk about chess all day long, and yeah, already 20 years long. And I can also help other people because I'm an expert in this field. So I started the chess channel, and obviously it's going much better. And hopefully it's just the beginning. One request, don't do the live stream private. What do you mean with live stream private? Can you do the live stream private? It's like on YouTube, so obviously everyone can see it. Well, this knight I can take, this bishop I can also take, so I get to this for the rook. Is decode chess good for understanding the ideas behind moves? What is decode chess? Is it a book? Is it a channel? Or is it a course? What is it? I don't think I have heard of it. There are so many. Oh, I have only 20 seconds. I might lose on time here. There are so many chess resources nowadays that you can't possibly know everything. My pawn on e4 hanging. My pawn didn't take it. Yeah, now I should be able to win position. Although in a time scramble, obviously everything can happen. But I also have more time now. And the position is pretty overwhelming. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, that was definitely the last game. Decode Chess is a paid website that tells. Yeah, maybe they even contacted me once. Or maybe I have stumbled across it. No, I unfortunately cannot tell you because I have never tried it. Anyway, that was a fantastic stream here. We are live for more than 2 hours, and I hope it was very, very useful. Thank you very much. I have seen at some point more than 50 people. That's an absolute record for me, and I'm very, very grateful for all of you coming. I hope it was useful. Remember, there is a Black Friday deal, amazing, absolutely amazing deal. It will never be like that anymore for 10-day opening masters. So make sure to grab it. It's going to be over on Monday. So otherwise, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful, entertaining, and Again, thank you for being a part of this community. I hope it's just the beginning of our journey, and one day we are going to become a huge community of people who really strive to improve their chess, achieve their chess goals, and one day I'm going to achieve my goal of becoming a grandmaster, and that would be like a highlight of this entire journey. What is Black Friday? Please tell me. Black Friday deal. The link is in the description for the 10-day opening mastery. Amazing deal. Just hit the link in the description and you are gonna see all of the details. Journey2grandmaster.com, and yeah, might just paste it in the chat. No, that would be too difficult now. Just find the link in the description and take a look because yeah, the deal is amazing and it's going to be expired very soon. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the good words, and hopefully see you very soon in the videos, in the free community, in the 10-day opening mastery, and in the Journey to Grandmaster Academy, which will be launched in January. Bye. Take care.